Good day everyone and welcome back to another instructional videos about the Ielts test. Today primarily we're going to be talking about the speaking part of the test, and I will give you 4 very essential tips that you could probably use. Alright, without a further ado, let's get down to the tips. Tip number 1, fluency and logical connection. There's got to be a logical connection in between your sentences. Most of the times when candidates talk, you just simply cannot connect the dots. You know, they start something and then they move on to a different topic, which doesn't make any sense. So you got to try to stay in one topic and make sure your fluency and connection, logical connection is there. Even if you have even if you can't use complicated vocabulary or a difficult vocabulary, it's okay. If there is a connection in between your sentences, if there's a logical connection, you're likely to get, better grades. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is extended answers. What is an extended answer? An Ielts test usually requires, the speaking test usually requires the candidate to be able to talk with extended answers, which means you basically cannot say yes or no to every single question that is asked. You've got to give them, extended answers. For example, if they ask you what your favorite color is, there's always a hidden question in the background, which is the question of why. So they ask you your favorite color and you say your favorite color is red, black, green, blue, whatever your favorite color is. And then you gotta give them an explanation as to why you think that is your favorite color. And that basically applies to almost all of the questions. So be ready with your explanations. Tip number 3, be ready for topics that you're not aware of. Sad to say, a lot of Ielts candidates actually are not ready for topics that are new for them. They, only prepare for specific questions, like questions about your family, your hobby, what are you going to do in the future, traveling, and different Ielts topics. Now, we know Ielts questions are very boring, but still you have to pretend like you know the answers. Even if in some cases you're not interested in that topic, you need to play the role and to show that you're interested in that topic. It's hard sometimes, but sometimes there will be some questions that are not meant to ask. It could be, it just could come, naturally. You open up a topic and then you deviate from the topic. You start talking about totally something different. So you need to be ready for that. So prepare yourself. Watch videos on YouTube, read articles on the internet. There are tons of thousands of articles on different topics, be it the biology or say medicine or whatever you're interested in, history. So be ready for different topics. And of course, make sure you record some of the keywords that are used or the special words that are used in that sphere, in that topic. And then the last but not the least is never, ever memorize your answer. Sad to say, a lot of candidates actually memorize their answers. When you take a course that will only last for 2 months or 3 months, there's no other way but to memorize the answers because you cannot get it out in a natural way. In order to be able to talk in a natural way and behave naturally, you need years to practice that skill, okay? It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that happens in 2 or 3 months. It requires, consistent effort, and you keep trying until you get it right. And you never memorize your answers because when you memorize your answers, you sound like a robot, and it's very easy to spot that, trust me. It's very easy to spot when someone has memorized their answers. And since you don't sound natural, you sound like a robot, your grades are very likely going to go down, which is really bad, which is something that we all don't want to happen. So never memorize your answer. Try to answer each and every question to the best of your ability. Try to sound natural and behave natural. But like I said, it's something that requires time and effort. But if you try, you can do it. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe and share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.